Hello and welcome to our new reading session. We are going to start a new story, The View from Saturday. This is part 1. The school's vision is learn today, lead tomorrow. And this is the story titled The View from Saturday. By the end of the session, you should be able to infer the meaning of unfamiliar words using context clues. So let's talk about family relations. Why? What is your opinion about the importance of family history? Why should we keep a record of family history? And what documents can we share or can we save to talk about or to remember the family history? Of course, you can see here that these are people who are taking photos. Sometimes we can take photos of festivals and parties with our family, and this is very important. And older family members like grandfathers, grandparents are very important to the younger ones. The comprehension skill is plot and theme. Here we can see that the plot pattern, which is the pattern of events in a story, starts from the conflict and then the rising action, the climax, and the solution at the end. So what is the theme? The theme is the big idea of the story. Plot and theme, these are the literary elements. Recognizing literary elements, plot, characters, setting, theme will help you better understand the stories in the books that you read. So when we understand how the plot is formed, how the characters are developed, what is the setting of the story and the theme, we can understand the books and the story that we read in a better way. And here the plot includes the first one, a problem or a goal, and second, rising action or events when a character tries to solve the problem or meet the goal, and third, a climax when the character meets the problem or goal head on, and fourth, a resolution or outcome. The theme is the main idea of the story, and we can use many things to identify the elements in the story. Here this is the graphic organizer when we use to look at the plot. Here we have the rising action and the climax, and at the end a resolution. This is the story cover. We can see here the title of the story, The View from Saturday, and here the author is E.L. Koenigsberg, and they illustrated by Janet Kane. And the genre, which is the type of the story, is a humorous fiction, which is a story told in a humor way about things that could really happen. So let's look at the vocabulary. Decline is a verb, and it means to give a polite refusal to an invitation, means to say no. Sometimes also decline means to decrease. Okay, so this example: as I grew older, my interest in video games went into a decline, means decreased. Decline. Former is an adjective, and it means having had a particular name or status during an earlier period, something that happened before. My former car was an out-of-date model, so this is my previous car, but now I have another one. Unaccompanied is an adjective, and it means alone, especially when a companion would be expected. So this boy going to school all alone, so he is unaccompanied. First day in the new school, I went and accompanied. Should his dad or mom be with him? Accustomed. Accustomed is an adjective and it means habitual or usual. The example is I am not accustomed to my new eyeglasses yet. So it takes time to get used to. Accustomed means used to. And presence. Presence is a noun and it means the physical existence. Okay. Or detectability of something in a place at a particular time. And the example is his presence in the party was our pleasure, means that because he was there in the party we were pleased. So let's look at this. This is page 318 in the Readers and Writers notebook. So let's look at the first one. Process of losing strength or power means to decrease in power or strength, which is decline. And alone means unaccompanied. Usual, customary, or used to. Used to means accustomed. And number 4, condition of being present is the presence. And earlier or past is former. Here, choose the word from the box that was in the previous slide. The best completes each sentence and write the word on the line. When Stan and Mary retired, Stan's health was in a state of, not a good one, so in a state of decline. So decline could be used as a noun and as a verb. They decided they needed a calmer life. What by the noise and activity of the big city, so unaccompanied by the noise and activity of the big city. They also thought that the what of their grandchildren would make them happier, so the presence of their grandchildren. So they moved to a small town near where their son's family lived. Although they sometimes missed their what home, their previous home, their former home, they quickly grew what to their new life. They grew accustomed. Thank you so much and see you in the virtual class.